Now let's turn to the very famous and very insightful Book 1, Chapter 3. This has the very descriptive and also very insightful title, quote, that the division of labor is limited by the extent of the market. And this has gone on to be one of Adam Smith's most famous phrases. Smith notes that there are some jobs which we really only find in cities. Smith gives the example of a porter. If you're in a village, there simply won't be enough business or enough traffic to employ a porter full-time. So thus we find porters only in cities, and that is an example where the larger scope of the market has supported a greater division of labor. Smith draws a comparison with the Highlands of northern Scotland, where he notes that every family is its own baker, butcher, and brewer. They have to do so much of the work of the farm and of the household themselves. Even a common profession such as that of carpenter or mason, you might find such a person only once every 20 miles. There's not enough market activity and not enough density of population to support, say, a carpenter in every small village. Smith then draws a contrast between carrying goods by water and carrying them over land, and he notes that so many of the great cities and great commercial regions of history have been on either navigable rivers or on the seashore. This is because the greater ease of water transport gives them access to larger markets, and larger markets means that those cities or regions can support a greater division of labor. Pictured here is Hong Kong. Smith stressed the advantages of the Mediterranean, and pictured here is Venice, another example of a city which built up and developed due to the transport of goods across water. This question from Smith is right to the point, and I quote, "What goods could bear the expense of land carriage between London and Calcutta?" Indeed, if you look at the Mediterranean more generally, not just Venice, what you find throughout many parts is simply a lot of water connections and an extreme ease of transporting goods across water. Smith argues this is a critical reason why so much of civilization finds its origins along or near the Mediterranean. Smith contrasts this with the geographic setting of Africa. One major problem for Africa, according to Smith, is simply how much of Africa is interior and how little of Africa, in percentage terms, lies along the coast. Furthermore, it could be added that Africa simply does not have that many navigable rivers. This chapter is short, but it's really quite brilliant. If you'd like to learn about some additional evidence from modern times in support of Smith's basic hypotheses, view our video in the Development Economics course, and that video is called Geography and Development, Trade.